Hi, I'm Paula Moore, the posture doctor from posturevideos.com, and I'm going to show you today how to look after your feet, how to get the heel moving, the 33 joints in your feet moving, the toe joints, crucial, and the fascia. Use about a teaspoon of oil, about 5 ml, and just start working it into the foot to start with. Now I'm going to do this in two parts. We're going to work through the fascia on the bottom of the feet where a lot of plantar fasciitis sufferers complain of pain. We're going to work the heel, the Achilles tendon, and then in part two we're going to really work the toe joints. This is so important to good balance and posture. But first of all, we want to warm up the feet. If your feet are like mine, they're always cold, get the heel warmed up, just around several times on the heel, the fascia. Use the full flat of your hand, back and forth, really heating that up. This should feel really good. With the feet, you don't need to worry about being too delicate. You know, we're on them all day long. Really squeezing down. You will see the blood traveling down. Use both hands. Each individual toe. So again, this is just warming it up. You can't really go wrong here. Go down each toe there, right over the joints. The fact that I'm showing you my toes, I must really like you because I don't like my feet very much. Okay, super. So that should be pretty warm now. And there, so like most people who wear shoes all day long, we get very tight under the arch of the foot. If you have a very high arch like I do, even more so. If you roll in, again, like I do, you'll get very tight in this area. And people with plantar fasciitis tend to get a lot of heel pain where this long bit of fascia is always pulling on the heel. So continue on using the heel of the hand quite firmly in there. Back and forth. And you're going to go into the knuckles. Now use this with a little bit of caution. Not so deep that you bruise it. You can actually bruise the muscles, so be careful. Now, you should feel quite a lot of, I like to call them crystals. You'll feel it kind of grinding in there. This can be very sore if you've had any fasciitis. So you can follow it up with a bit of ice. So if you're using this more as a treatment. Right from the heel, right down over this arch here in the foot. And you're kind of rolling. Now I can go pretty deep because I'm used to doing this. Don't go crazy, only use maybe 5% of your strength. Your knuckles should get pretty red as well. Okay, so that's great. Now let's come on to the Achilles. If you need a little bit more oil, go ahead. Now try it with a relaxed foot first. So just coming down, you're going to start up a little bit in the ankle, so you can use a bit more oil there if you need to, all the way down and then over the heel. Down. So it's a bit of a pinch and down over the heel. Bit of a pinch over the heel. And you can work with it as well. You can move the foot so you're doing it relaxed and then it's a little more taut there. Yeah. And then let's get into the muscles of the toes, and then we'll look at step 2 to get the flexibility back into the toe joints. So just down over each individual toe, quite similar to what we did with the fingers, really. Because I have fallen arches, I have to work on the skin around my feet a lot because I land quite hard down onto that area. This could be done every day, spending 5 minutes on your feet. Then I come onto the top and I just gently bring the toes the other way. Something we don't do in our shoes a lot. Shoes basically keep us like this all day long, especially for heel wearers. That can be pretty sore for some of you. You can hold a bit of a stretch and let it stretch right up through the shin. Maybe about 10 times with that one. And then you're going to come right into these joints. So we've got kind of knuckles, if you think of them that way, in the toes, where the long bones end and the toes join. And you want to take them and shear them in opposite directions, each one. So starting with the 4th and 5th toes, grab a hold of those little knuckles. Hope you can see that. And that one there. And the next one. And the big one. And you can keep doing that. Right, now before we get into phase 2 and do the flexibility in the toes, we can then just get the foot moving. Grab a hold and just do some work through the ankle. You can hold onto your shin. And this is completely relaxed. If I let go, it flops. So a few times around the ankle. There's lots of oil on the feet. I like to put some really cozy socks on, just that allows your body to hold the heat and the moisture in.